money moves, making money moves. Making money moves, making money moves. When the pressure's at its
It's more like I'm not catering to my circle, because what the mistake that people do as an artist or as a battle rapper, they want to cater to their friends, right? Mm-hmm. But why cater to 20 people when I can cater to 20,000 people, right? And that's where people make the mistake at, is they make the mistake saying like, oh damn, I don't get no support from my friends or family, but it's like, why do you want their support? You can't manipulate them because they already know what you're doing. And how you know that the shit that you got is their cup of tea, right? Because I have friends and family that don't listen to rap. So why would I expect them to go on Spotify to listen to my music? That's stupid. That's almost like giving out free work. And like the other day when he asked me like how come I don't shoot music videos, I'll tell you right now, Spotify's paying me. YouTube is not paying me. And granted, yes, I have YouTube videos on YouTube now, but it's like, why pay the person that has their platform off of my work when I can create my own platform and get paid for my work? But the only issue is that, yes, like the song I have right now, right? With the producer, there's a certain license agreement that I have with them where it's my beat, but it's not exclusively mine, you feel me? So what I mean by shit like that is like, why would if I ever put any videos up, that's gonna be off the humble. Like yes, it's a visual game, but obviously I'm getting more plays on a streaming than visuals, right? And the shit that, like, I was expecting, like, okay, boom. I never promoted none of this shit to the squad, to my family and friends. This was almost like a secret release. I put in my footwork, and when I saw it hit 5,000 streams, that's where I thought it was gonna stop at. Because I was like, okay, 5,000, you know, I did a lot of shit for the culture. Cool, it could be battle rap. But then when I sat back and like reflect, I'm like, was I really that good in battle rap, right? Like, granted, niggas would be like, yeah, you got bars and shit like that, but did I gain enough traction where I had 5,000 fans, right? Clearly, I didn't, because if I ever battled somebody, and let's say, for example, the shit hits 2,000 views, I have to give half of that to my opponent, right? This is a single feature by myself, and me just grinding it out, investing in my work, treating this shit like it's drugs. You feel me? I just sat there and watched it bubble because I put 100% of my shit, and that's what a lot of people don't seem to get. Everybody's expecting like, here, the handout. I couldn't wait for that, and I couldn't let the people manipulate what I was doing because I already had a plan. Like, yeah, everybody would give me an opinion to how to like direct my music, but not to shit on them. Y'all don't even have 2,000 plays on my song, and I already hit 6 figures with that shit less than 2 months. Now I don't want to say, oh yo, he got cocky, because the numbers are still going, but obviously I did something that's working. Now, if they say, oh yo, but how it's fake, okay, if it was fake, then why the fuck am I getting paid for it, right? I hit a certain amount, like now, I get paid every 15. Now I can't drop how I did it, but I invested in myself, because when nobody had faith in me, when niggas was like, oh, don't do the music shit, it's not gonna work out for you. Focus on the paintball shit, because that's what's moving. Oh, don't do the music, but get back to battle rap, because that was what moved, that was doing good for me. But I received more hate in battle rap than I did with my music. Some people would be like, oh, yo, you know, maybe he should stick to music and stay the fuck away from battle rap. Granted, you know what? Maybe it wasn't for me. Maybe I was too stiff when I battled. You feel me? I wasn't the most entertaining person to battle, but yes, I know how to rap. I know I got bars. I know some of the shit that I'll say, a lot of people couldn't think of that shit. Like, to me right now, I still feel like I have the best wrestling scheme in the college. I mean, against Sin Fleet, granted, Sin won the battle. But if we're gonna talk who had heavier bars, I feel like I had heavier bars, but Sin definitely won the battle. You feel me? So, and that's my favorite battle. Out of all of that shit, cool. But you know what? I would never receive any real love because of the squad that I'm in, the way how I entered battle rap, the way I talk my shit to certain people. And it's not like, oh, I'm not that they hate me, because no, that's the energy that made me. Yeah, continue to hate me. I want you to hate me. Don't show me no love, right? But if you see somebody that's so-called family to your league or something like that, and you see the nigga moving, yo, like, that shit was hard. Even if you didn't hear it, cool. Because the same way like how everybody wants support from their colleagues or friends or shit that you're busting your ass for a certain platform, they don't get it. So then they feel away. But why show your heart? Again, these are people that know you. So I can't, like right now, I can't manipulate you and tell you certain shit how I do my music, right? But what I can do is present you numbers. You feel me? So when I show you the numbers, it's like, oh shit. Because I know you're not going to hate this. The first person is like, yo, how did you get that? And I can show you because you're my man. And the only thing that I can say, because I don't really want to say too much on this, because I'm giving away the formula, everybody will jump right in. Because right now, like, granted, look, that's not my hardest song, but it's a good song where it's catchy and it goes, and obviously it's catching traction as we speak. And right before the cameras, I already showed you how many people was listening to it like that and there. Granted, it wasn't 100 people or 200 people, but it was double digits, and you've seen how much I streamed just in 1 week alone, right? The only people that I have to give my props to is the people that helped me get there. And I had to thank my engineers. I have to thank my shorty for supporting me. I have to thank my son J.O. If you ever watch this, bro, yo, real shit, and the whole Atlanta House of Vibes, I gotta thank y'all because y'all put me in a position of power. You feel me?
Salute to y'all, man. Salute to y'all. Salute to you, man, because you dad pulled up, man, and said, look, man, we need to get some interviews done, we need to get some traction done. Salute to everybody who's watching, because if y'all don't know, this is my boy, this is my brother, my golden brother right here. This is Crimz, and he just came, he wanted to stop by and just give me some games, some jewels of how to take over the game and get to the next level and stuff like that. And you know, everybody who's been watching my blog series, this is really what I'll be talking about with me and my friends on the Next Live Hollywood series anyway. So I gotta appreciate my brothers who just pop up and be like, yo, this is some game. I'm pulling up on you and I'm show you what we doing and stuff like that. So continue, friends.
So like, yeah, I go by Crimz. For those that don't know me, go in the squad ABM from Queens.
From Queens,
You feel me? But going back to what I was saying, like, I even had my brother ask me, like, yo, maybe you got to show up battle rap. So let's break everything down from the bottom up, right? How I went from here to here. So yes, I've done a lot for the culture, behind the scenes. Not a lot of people know that. I used to be Queens Flip's cameraman. You feel me? We would do a lot of wild shit. But even still to this day, Queens Flip is my man. Mind you, he's a viral star. And he can tell you right now, I never asked that man for no favors. You feel me? That's my brother from another mother. Like, he done met my mom's, I met his mother, his family. He met my family, you feel me? Like, that's my brother as well. And easily I could hit him up and be like, yo, can you help me out? And he would do it like this. You get me? Because out of respect. Same way, like, a lot of people's favorite battle rappers right now respect me because of how I am as a person outside of this shit. You feel me? Like, I'm here to make sure that my brothers win. I ain't a hater, like, hate don't get me nowhere because love don't cost a thing, so I might as well just show y'all love. You get me? But the ones that got a lot to say about me, cool. Keep saying shit. It's like, the more y'all talk about me, the more other people's gonna listen and they're gonna be interested in why you hating on me. So they're gonna be like, oh, if you're saying he's trash, I'm gonna hear he's trash, because if I am trash, then fuck it, at least you heard me, thank you. You get me? I can't even be mad at that because there's a lot of niggas that I heard that was garbage, but you know what? They got my view. You feel me? And I'm not here to make anybody else bread that I don't know. You get me? Like, if you're my team or my squad and I fuck with you heavy and I feel like, yo, this is how you can make some money, let's do it. It's like, that's what I'm about right now. I'm just about the bag. Like, I'm not here to stay in that same plateau. Like, I need to find moves. So what I did with battle rap was like, okay, I generated a few views here and there, but I networked with the people that was important to this shit, right? So I said, you know what? I got introduced to Flip, and Flip started doing work, so he put me in a position to a whole different platform where I did some shit with Smack. Did some shit with Smack, cool, boom, came back to my own route, and then that's how it went. But then I fell back from battle rap because it wasn't doing nothing for me. I wasn't gaining traction, even though I thought that the shit that I was saying at the time was the hottest shit, but when you look back at it now, and I look back at it now, I was like, okay, why did I say that? I could have said something different, or why did I perform it like that? And it's maybe because it was out of my comfort zone and I had a lot of people had their input on my shit. So then I got some music. when I got back to the music, it was just everybody was trying to put their hand in the pot. Like, yo, you should rap like this, or you should sound like this, cause shit's gonna move. Or if you write these bars and let me help you with this shit, and then maybe you'll go a whole different direction, but it ain't going nowhere. So I almost felt like, you know what, if battle rap isn't working, and music isn't working, then I lost all focus to this shit. Now, if it wasn't for my bro Piff Montana, he was like, yo, just do one more music run. And at that time, I was like, yo, if I do this music run, I don't want nobody to give me no opinion, no input. Whatever I'm going to do, I'm going to do it. And my nigga said, yo, do what you do. I'm just going to engineer your shit, and that's it. And boom, I came out with this was going to be the first single off the album, right?
Now, Nick, what's the name of the song?
The name of the song is called You Know That. You can find it on Spotify, Apple, Amazon, TikTok, Instagram, any fucking streaming platform, I'm there. You feel me? Shout out to Spotify. You feel me? And to the people at Spotify sending me a check. Good looks. You feel me? But
So this is the first single.
First single, and it went well. The first week, I hit 1,000 streams. Now, I didn't think it was gonna hit that. I honestly felt like it was gonna hit 500. So that first week, it was 1,000 streams and 10 monthly followers. So I was like, you know, I'm new, whatever, but I'm still promoting. The only gem that I will drop, if you have a certain amount of people on Instagram, and sometimes when you post, you see that little promote button, hit that if you want to like move your shit on Instagram. $75, my shit reached out to 150,000 profiles. No lies, Instagram helped get me some of the streams on Spotify. Because when I did that, my shit instantly jumped the following week, 1,500 more streams. So I was like, okay. Went to Vegas, like after the second week, me and my shorty went out to Vegas. I'm networking out there, we're doing our shit, and we went to some club out there. And then I went up to the DJ, I said, yo, how much would it charge you, you know, such and such to play my song? He gave me a price, I gave him the bread, but I told him, like, listen, I need you to spin it off from Spotify. He did it. Spin it, and boom, that was extra stream. Now, when I came back from fucking Vegas, my shit hit over 12,000 streams. And the followers, it went up. It went up to 5,000 monthly followers. You feel me? So I'm like, okay, this song is catching traction. So then I had to sit back and reevaluate how I'm going to do my music, right? Because if this is what's moving, the question I asked myself was like, do I have to continue making a sound like that? And I chose not to. I said, you know what? Why continue that? Don't give me something different. The next song I got is probably gonna strike a lot of people's nerves because it's almost, I'm not shooting at them, but the song of my next song is called My Truth. And when I'm speaking on this, my truth.
There you have it, man. Look, we about to end this session right here, but we gotta address some people. We gotta pay some bills and stuff like that. But Crimz, one more time, let the people know who you are.
Crimz, man, Golden Squad Outlaws, Free Wiley.
Free Wiley.
You feel me? I'm from Queens. And if you want to check my music, go on Spotify, Crimz. I'm the first profile you see because I'm lit. I'm your mother's favorite rapper, you hear me?
There you have it, man. Shout out to my brother Crimz, man. You already know everything fucking golden.
Everything golden.